Okay, guys, so we are live for the DCTV show, episode 26. Today it's just going to be me talking with you guys, and we're going to be talking about the latest episodes of The Flash, Supergirl, and whatever you guys want to talk about. So, yeah, very excited. And it's been a strange week of DCTV, not much news. Most of it has been pretty much just The Flash and Supergirl on. I haven't kept up with Black Lightning. I think Batwoman's on a break right now. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on with those shows. However, we need to talk about The Flash and Supergirl because they came out this week. My reviews are out. So, um, yeah, get ready. And we're going to talk about it all here. Remember, if you guys are joining us and you want your questions answered, please be sure to send them in via Super Chat. How do you do Super Chats? All you need to do is click the $ just underneath the chat and click Super Chat and type in your question. I'll be answering it, and it's greatly appreciated if you support the channel as well. So thank you very much. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So we have a bunch of topics. So mainly, like I said, it's to do with The Flash Season 7, Episode 6, and Supergirl Season 6, Episode 2. Oh my god, I kind of just forgot for a second. But yeah, welcome to everyone who is just joining the live stream. Janelli is here. Hey Janelli, what's up? Flash Versus here. Moses is here. Cow's here. Benster is here. Have I seen the Zemo cut? Yeah, I have. I saw that, and pardon me, I haven't actually caught up with Falcon and Winter Soldier yet, but I have been seeing that meme going around online, and yes, I did watch the extended version of that scene where he's dancing, and it looks really funny. Anyway, Rachel Grace is here. We got Daniela who's here. Alex is here. Tanisha's here. Zara's here. Vera's here. Sarah's here as well. Vera and Sarah. Jamie is also here. So what's up to you guys? And remember, sending your questions via Super Chat or get talking in the chat if you can't do that. So we'll try and get through to everything. But like I said, Super Chats take priority. Okay, so Tina, thank you very much for the Super Chat. A channel member as well. So if you want to become a member, click the join button just below and you get some cool benefits. But yeah, so Tina sends in a $1.99 Super Chat. Thank you very much. And Tina says, what was your favorite show this week so far? So the only shows I've watched this week, and I want you guys to let us know in the chat right now, what was your favorite show this week? And I'll read through what you guys are saying, give me your opinions. Obviously, we're going to go through the episodes bit by bit and talk about like what we all thought about it. But my favorite episode this week by far out of The Flash and Supergirl was definitely The Flash. Like, I really enjoyed The Flash this week. Yes, there wasn't any Flash in it. Like, Barry was barely in it. The Flash wasn't even in it. But the episode was really good. Like, it's a great episode. It's not a filler episode because the main plot is literally about the forces. So it's very important. And it was very important that we got to see some stuff with Chester and his backstory. We've never had that. And I really enjoyed Team Chesco, as Flash First says. I really enjoyed them together. And you know why? They were just really funny and they really work as a team. And it was just a whole lot of fun. Like, I remember just laughing during that suit up kind of montage they had in the episode. It was just really like a whole bunch of and like it was just, yes, it's more like a kind of what's it called? It's more like a Legends episode, but it's like a good Legends episode. It's not like one of the bad recent ones. Like, had so much fun. Dion was cool. Like, he was fun, the villain. And you got to see him like kind of swinging in, and then he's like, "Yo, I'm turns out it's him," and he's wearing this cool kind of 90s like what's it called, like a American school kind of blazer thing, like jumper, and had a great dynamic, and I really enjoyed the Flash this week. So, what are your preferences between the Flash and Supergirl this week? Chosen Vader says the Flash. The Only Purple Angel says the Flash. Bessie says the Flash. Flashverse says Flash. Janelli says the Flash. In the Game says the Flash. Zara says Supergirl. Hope says Supergirl. Matthew Price says the Flash. Supergirl. Levi says Supergirl. And yeah, so we've got like a whole range of answers. However, most people are saying the Flash this week. Jamie Harley says that they're even. But yeah, so I'm going to go through my thoughts. Hopefully you guys have seen my review, so I'm just going to be kind of extending what I said in my review and properly going into it. And obviously you guys can send in your questions to do with what I'm talking about. Like, we're going to start off we're probably going to start off with Supergirl this week, because I do have a lot to go over with the Flash, because there is a lot of stuff that is going on. And I have some kind of nitpicks and bits I want to talk about Supergirl. I feel like I have more of an opinion on Supergirl this week, because I didn't really like it as much as I liked episode 1. But welcome, Nathan. Thanks for joining in. And see you later, Tanisha. But yeah, so I have my opinions about Supergirl this week. So it was a mixed bag for me. Like, you guys know, I'm like the biggest Supergirl fan. I love Supergirl. It's one of my favorite shows. Thank you, Flashverse, for putting my review in the chat. Yes, you guys can go check out my review if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, so my kind of thoughts and opinions on Supergirl this week, it was mixed. Like, it started off pretty bad. Like, I don't know. I want to get your thoughts in the chat here. What was your thoughts on that first scene? Like, I tell you, go back and watch that first scene again. That first scene wasn't very good at all. Like, I was watching it and I was like, damn, this is super cringy. Like, there was just a few of these lines, and the way that Silas showed up for the first time. I mean, I guess they were trying to go for something quite cool with the music and everything, but I just don't think it played off very well, and it was very weird, as Janelli says. The choreography was really bad in that one kind of fight scene where it's like supposed to be cool and slow-mo, and it looked like he was just the dance, like the whipping, when people whip and stuff, like that old kind of meme dance. He was literally like going like this. I swear to God, he was going like this to try and punch him, and I was like, it looks like he's just stretching his arm out. And so that was one thing. And then, you know, him with the vampire thing, like, it was a bit cringy. And yeah, I don't know. It's just like, he has the vampire teeth and he's like, thank you. It was just very cringy, okay? That first scene was extremely cringy, and even if you like this episode, maybe you can acknowledge that that first scene wasn't very good. I'm not saying the whole episode was bad, because there's some really good stuff, and we're going to get into the good stuff in a minute. But we're just going to go over this first scene first. So yeah, the fangs, generally, they did not work. They look extremely fake, right? But then the choreography, like I said, it was like he was freaking whipping or something with his punches. And then I think the real big problem was the cringy lines. Like, Brainy shows up, he opens the door, and Brainy's like, wow, this is going to go extremely bad for you. Like, why are you saying that? I don't know. Like, why is he saying that? And then after that, the worst line out of all of that was McGann showing up, she shows up, and for like 2 seconds, she didn't say anything, and she goes, boo. I was like, oh my God, what the hell? Like, what is the point in saying boo? Like, show up and like arrest him or something, or like take a hold of him. Why do you have to go Boo. I don't know. It was just really cringy, okay? Like, you guys know I love Supergirl, and I have to reiterate this when I'm criticizing Supergirl, because I really loved episode 1. It was awesome. But this first scene just had me like, guys, come on. You could do so much better than this. Okay. So the puns didn't work. That's right, Janelli. So that's my problem. The first scene of Supergirl episode 2. It seems like Daniela says I thought the Flash was more cringy. I really liked the Flash this week. I found it very funny, actually. So I guess the humor just doesn't work for everyone, but like it really worked for me, and I found myself laughing quite a lot. So I really liked it. I'm from England, if you could probably tell from the accent. Okay, so that's my thoughts on the opening of Supergirl, that first scene introducing Silas. And Silas as a character I thought was a bit weird in this episode. That was one of my other problems that I mentioned in my review. Again, if you haven't checked out my review, go check out after this stream. Obviously, we're going to be streaming for like 50 more minutes or so. And yeah, so if you guys have any opinions about Supergirl, please be sure to send them in via your super chat questions if you want to support the channel, and I will get to that in a second. But for now, let's go ahead and continue talking about Supergirl and my problems at the start. So Silas, I didn't think he had a good opening, like I said, with that first scene, and then he shows up and he explains his backstory. That was actually in the leaks. That was in an audition. That scene was, there was this guy doing the audition. Obviously, he didn't get the role. It went to Claude Knowlton, the guy you saw in the episode. But I did see that exact dialogue in that stuff, and I made a video on that a while ago. I don't know if you guys remember that dialogue scene, but he talks about like his husband and stuff, like, and the fact that he got sent to the Phantom Zone. He tried to get into the Phantom Zone, but he was unsuccessful. And so that's, I feel like Silas is like a plot device. And, you know, that's happened a lot of times before when they introduce characters just for the sake of like one plot point. And so the only reason Silas is coming into the show is to get into the Phantom Zone. Like, that is the one reason, and that's the only reason why he's here. Otherwise, he would never show up. So, I mean, you can do characters really good that are you know, like that the whole reason for them showing up is to be like is for like this one reason, right? Sorry, I got sidetracked there. And they can be awesome, but I don't know, maybe I also didn't think Claude was that good, to be honest. I'm not familiar with his other work, but I wasn't very convinced. It just seemed very acted, and like when he's breaking down a couple of times in the episode, I was like, "Hey, I'm not so sure about that." But maybe that's just the cynical filmmaker inside of me. Maybe you guys liked him a bit more, but I'm not shutting him down. I don't ever shut anyone down. Definitely not characters on the Arrowverse shows, because like it's just one episode. Like, I'm sure he's going to be awesome. That's the way I always look at it. But yeah, so that's just my little criticism about Silas and the start of Supergirl this week. Okay, so the one other negative I had about Supergirl, and then we'll move to my positives, and there is a lot of positives about this episode as well. My one other negative was how they treated John, because he seemed very out of character. And there was that one scene where he goes up to Silas and he's really angry at him. And I'm like, is this supposed to be John? John is nothing like this. Even if it is like he's lost his technical daughter, right? That being Carl, he sees her as a daughter. He would not be mean. He would not be like this to anyone who is trying to help them. Like, he's given up his free time to help them. He doesn't need to help Team Supergirl. So Silas is doing it out of the good of his heart. And he goes up to him and he's like, you fix it or else. Like, you know, I'm like, this is completely out of character. This is not Jean. So I think the main problem with this episode was the writing. I just thought the writing was off, and I need to get your thoughts and opinions on this, on Jean in this episode, because he did not feel like Jean. That was not him. So, yeah, Bessie says I was surprised by Jean too. Yeah, it's just weird. So, could it be he was reading people's minds, being negative, and he was bringing it out like an empath does? Well, I think Jean has more control of his powers than even like Cecile, right? Jean has used his powers for decades, right? No way. Like, it's a good point, Nathan, but I really don't think he would just completely lose it. Okay. Before we go on to my positives of the episode, talking about Melissa, talking about Zor-El, played by Jason Behr, talking about Lex Luthor, John Cryer, and sorry if I'm lagging a bit. I don't know if I am lagging. Maybe you guys can confirm in the chat. We're going to answer this super chat by Tina again. Thank you very much, Tina, for your support towards the channel. And anyone else who wants to send in any super chat questions, shoot them in. Doesn't need to be to do with this. We can do like what we do on the after party normally. Obviously, I couldn't show up yesterday. Was busy writing an essay. But we can do like would you rather questions, like would you rather The Flash season 2 or would you watch Arrow or something like. You guys can send in those type of questions if you want. We're gonna do that probably after I touch on the rest of Supergirl and The Flash, and we'll get to that towards the end of the stream, because I like answering questions like that. We can talk about like our favorite characters and stuff. So that's an idea if you want to send in any questions. Maybe you've been wanting to ask me for a while. But anyway, so Tina says, why did they do that then this week with Supergirl? I'm not sure. So I think the main reason for Supergirl not being as good or seeming a bit different, I think it's mainly down to the writing. And I don't know if it's because they were like, know how to handle this, and we need Team Supergirl, go Breaking Point, and how are we going to do this? I don't blame the actors at all. Although I don't think Silas was very good. I don't think Claude was actually very good. Jean is normally great. So David normally kills it. So I blame the writing on that. And I think they were a bit confused about how to portray everyone feeling very lost by Supergirl not being there. And so I think that's the main reason. I think the writing was a bit scattered. That would be my thing right now, that I would say. So thank you very much for the super chat, Tina. And Gary Gammon has shown up. Welcome, Gary. And Gary says, you are so hot today. I love you so much. Thank you very much for the super chat, Gary, and thanks for the compliment. Hopefully you're having an awesome day. And thanks for the support, Gary, but remember, try and keep the questions a little bit on topic. Like, oh crap, my poster fell down. One sec, guys. One sec. Fails on stream with Ben. Fails on stream with Ben. Anyway, lighting adjusts. Okay, we're good. But yeah, keep if you have any questions about Flash or Supergirl, obviously that would be preferred, or any like would you rather questions would be very awesome. But thank you very much for your consistent support, Gary, and nice to see you show up. Sarah Vargas says, you look like Grant Gustin today. Thank you very much, Sarah. Nathan said, I didn't expect that. No, I did not expect that. I just saw my poster fly down. That's it. Canada Graphs, be more professional. Sheesh. Pages. Okay, so exclusive apparently. HE has messaged me. Simon Webb will play Philippe in episode 3 of Supergirl season 6. I don't know if that's like a major character or not. Like, I presume that's just a character that's just gonna show up or something. I'm just checking the website. They've updated any details about Supergirl. Let's type up Simon Webb. I don't know. Season 6 episodes. Episode 3. Yeah, so there is this so the official confirmed cast apart from here's the powers of twerk. Nice. So the official confirmed cast for the next episode of Supergirl, we know John Cryer is showing up again as Lex. Sharon Liu is going to be showing up as McGann. Claude Norton is going to be in this episode again as Silas. Simon Webb is going to be showing up as Philippe. He is a new character, as far as I know. And Jason Bear is also credited as Zor-El in this episode, continuing his stuff with Melissa. I mean, that's as far as we know. And so, yeah, this is a new character, Philippe. I don't think he's going to be playing a big role. Okay, let's get back on track. And Josh says, which do you prefer, Supergirl or The Flash, both character and shows? I love Supergirl, but like The Flash has always been my favorite show. So I'm going to say The Flash. And Supergirl and The Flash are very close in terms of character, but I'm going to go The Flash just slightly over. That's just my personal preference. Like, I love Supergirl and love the show, but I've always loved The Flash, and he's been one of my favorite heroes for a long time. And Grant is like, same with Melissa though. Like both of them, they're so good. So Gary sends in another super chat. Thank you very much, Gary. Thanks for the $1.99 super chat. Gary says, do you think Lex will be in the show after episode? So I mean after this episode, right? I think that's what you mean. So Lex is going to be in episode 3. We know that. Episode 4 is titled Lost Souls. I'm not 100% sure if Lex is going to be in it, but they are definitely setting up something with Lex so he can stick around for a while. I don't think he's going to be gone like after next episode. That's just my personal opinion. Do you guys think Lex is going to be sticking around? I do, from the way that they're handling stuff. Because they literally finished his storyline from last season, and then they have given him a new storyline in terms of the court stuff, and he's going to be big with whatever Lena's going to be doing for at least the next part of the season. They've set all of that up. Okay, so Jamie Harley sends in a $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Jamie, for your consistent support. Jamie is also a member of the channel, so thank you, man. Jamie says, what episode do you think Supergirl will escape the Phantom Zone? I feel like in the next couple of episodes. And also, do you think Speed Force Nora can give people speed? So let's answer the first bit. What episode do you think Supergirl will escape the Phantom Zone? You think in the next couple of episodes. So when do you guys think she's going to escape? Okay, let me know in the chat right now. But we know for a fact that she is not going to escape until probably the episode when she came back to film, right? So Melissa came back January 14th. I remember that day specifically because we were talking about it for a while. And then on February 14th, exactly a month later, she came back and joined the rest of the cast. So in that month, she was filming the scenes in the Phantom Zone. That's why there are so many scenes, and it's going to be a big thing because she did spend a whole month. That is a long time shooting just like one portion. It's like a huge story. So that's why you're going to see a lot of Phantom Zone stuff. But in terms of what episode, I believe she actually returned in episode 8 of the season. But there is a possibility that I might had that wrong. But I think she returned in episode 8 to actually film, like with the rest of the cast. And I know she was on the set for like the tower in episode 8, definitely. My presumption is she's going to escape in episode 7 at the end of the episode as like a cliffhanger. Supergirl is back. Next episode, episode 8, she's going to be in it fully. So that's my theory right now, because that's kind of the information I know. But maybe you guys think she's going to come out earlier. I mean, I don't think she's going to be in a big part of episode 5 and 6, because episode 5 and 6 are two-part flashback episode that was actually teased in this week's episode with Nia seeing young Kara and Alex. They're going to be coming back in that Midvale episode. Okay, so Jamie also says, do you think Speed Force Nora can give people speed? I think that is... I think that's unlikely, unless they got struck by lightning. I'm not 100% sure if she'll be able to give people speed, but she can definitely boost Barry's speed. We know that from the trailer. Also, remember, if you haven't checked it out yet, I uploaded a video just before this, a couple of hours before, and we talked about the new trailer, and I gave like 3 theories about Speed Force Nora and why she could be evil and who she could actually be. Okay, so Gary Gavin sends in a $1.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Gary. He says, do you think the show will air in fall 2021? That's correct, Gary. They are aiming for a fall 2021 release date for season 8. So they're going to be finishing sometime around the end of July / the start of August. We know that for now. And then they're going to be taking like a month or so break. I'm sure Canada Graphs probably has some more information about like how long their break is going to be. Like, I'm not even sure if like Grant is going to leave Vancouver. I know he's shooting a film in Vancouver in the break. So I presume he's going to be sticking around. But then they're going to be back to filming sometime in the summer for season 8. And that's the CW trying to get back to more of a normal schedule. So yeah, I think you're right, Gary. They're probably going to have season 8 ready for October. Okay, so makes sense to escape at the end of episode 7, since that's when they go away for a few months. Oh yeah, because that would make total sense. Now that Canada Graphs brings that up, if Supergirl comes back at episode 7 at the end, that is your cliffhanger. Because remember, Supergirl after episode 7 is going on a 10-week break. A literal 10-week break. It's going to be a long time, but Superman Lois is coming back instead. So it's fine. Like, we're going to have a DCTV show on at the same time, and also The Flash will still be on, and Legends is coming in May. So if she comes back at the end of episode 7, that should be a cliffhanger, and then move on to episode 8, 10 weeks later, and we catch up with Team Supergirl. So very smart right there. That's good thinking. Okay, so Luis sends in a $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Luis. Which DC property of 2021 are you most excited for? Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Batman, Black Adam. Yes, I included games. Oh, you meant all DC. So I'm not really in the know about the games side of DC. I barely ever play video games. I'm sure maybe some of you guys like play video games all the time and you're looking forward to all of that. But I can't really comment on video games right now. However, for 2021 DC properties, what do you guys think? What are you most excited for this year? So that doesn't include like Batman or anything, because Batman is supposed to be coming out next year, I believe. Pardon me. So what's new that's coming out this year? So I know Suicide Squad's coming out in the summer. That looks good. Black Adam, I don't think is coming out this year. I think that's coming out next year, but they are filming this week. So that's exciting. I believe Peacemaker is coming out next year. So 2022 is going to be like the Batman. It's going to be Peacemaker and stuff. So I guess there's more. I'm gonna say Suicide Squad because that's like the only one that I can really remember. But like, if I actually got to choose, yeah, it'd probably be Suicide Squad because it actually looks good, unlike the original film. But then otherwise, I would say like season 8 of The Flash. I can't wait for season 8 of The Flash, or like, even though it's sad, like Supergirl's final episode. You know, like I'm looking forward to maybe seeing, and then like maybe a crossover. Like, what happens if they bring the crossovers back? That would be awesome. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, damn right. Looking forward to Black Adam. Hey Ben, did you watch the Kung Fu CW TV show recently? No, I haven't actually been able to watch that, but looks pretty cool. I've seen some trailers. Luis also says, on top of that other question, Doom Patrol, Titan Season 3, and Stargirl. I'm looking forward to Stargirl. I need to catch up with Titans. I did like Season 1. I have not watched Season 2, so I got to catch up before that. But I did like Titans. I know Season 2 is a bit controversial, but I'm looking forward to it. And I'm definitely going to catch up by the time Titans Season 3 comes out. Maybe I'll even do videos. We'll see how it goes. But Doom Patrol, I have not actually watched, so I can't comment on Doom Patrol, but it looks good. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I got to catch up on. Like, I'm behind on Batwoman. I'm behind on Black Lightning for seasons. But I mean, I didn't really like Black Lightning that much. That's why I kind of stopped watching. But I'm like Eric says, it's really good, so I'm sure it is good now. Titan Season 2 sucked, but I'll give it another chance. Janelli says. Nathan says, wouldn't it be cool if when Supergirl comes back, it's actually either a shapeshifter or a phantom who would be taking over her when we weren't watching? That's a good idea, and I like that theory. Garnet Gem sends in a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Garnet, for supporting the channel. I believe this is the first time you sent in a super chat, so thank you very much. Much appreciated. And okay, so the question is, what do you want to see in Supergirl before it ends? So that is a very good question, because I think there is a lot of opportunities of what Supergirl can do in its final season. I really want some closure on some of these characters. Like, I want Alex to actually do what she was meant to do, like adopt a child. Like, that was the reason why her storyline with Maggie didn't work out, because Maggie didn't want the same thing. So I really want Maggie to actually, no, sorry, not Maggie. I really want Alex to complete her story arc. I'm looking forward to seeing Kelly as Guardian. That's going to be cool. They confirmed that. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Jean. I presume he's going to go off with McGunn, but I don't know, McGunn, not a big fan this season. Like, I liked her in the past, but she feels like an extra. Like, they never actually gave her much of a reason to be in this season, so I don't know. Ooh, Bella says, I'm doing a painting of the DCTV show logo. That would be awesome. Send it to me once you've done it. That would be sick. So going back to Garnett's question on the screen right here, I think the main thing I want to do, right? Like, the main thing I want to happen is I want Supergirl to have a happy ending, right? I don't want her dying or anything like that. Well, we pretty much know, like, that's not going to happen. And I really want, okay, so like a real big hope of mine is I want Nia, I want Brainy, I want Supergirl to all go off into the future and join the Legion of Superheroes. I know that is what a lot of people are saying, but I actually really, really want that. Like, I think that would be the best ending, and for obviously Supergirl to meet Mon-El again and be heroes in the future and everything like that. That is my hope as a Caramel fan, as a Supergirl and Mon-El fan. Like, I would love that. But then also, just for Supergirl, I think that makes sense how she could end, how the show could end, sorry. And I really want a potential, like, Legion spin-off, and that's why you put Brainy and in the future, and that's why you put Nia as well there. So yeah, really good question. And okay, let's move on. Oh, my camera cut out. One sec, guys. But thank you very much for the super chat, Garnet. 1 second, guys. Okay. Right. Nathan Bell sends in a super chat. Again, a member of the channel. Thank you very much, Nathan. And he sends in a $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel on that level, Nathan. Much appreciated, as always. And my freaking... I don't know what's going on with my hair. Ignore my hair. I have a theory that Thorn, in his negative Speed Force form, has taken over Nora's form, which is why she's very clingy and maybe why Barry's powers are twitching. That is a good theory. Okay, I like that. And it must be noted that Nora does have the red lightning, so maybe that's a signifier. We'll have to wait and see. But I do like that theory, Nathan. I think that's a possibility. I think, like I discussed in my video that I uploaded today, I think it's a possibility that Speed Force Nora might be someone else, and they're disguised as, they're disguised as the Speed Force, right? In Nora's form. Like, of course, Barry is going to give sympathy to anyone that looks like Nora, and especially the Speed Force. And yes, there might be something greater going on with the Speed Force. We kind of discussed that in today's video, and I'm sure we're going to touch on it again. But really good theory about Thorn. Could totally be him. We'll have to wait and see. But thank you so much for the huge super chat, Nathan, and for supporting the channel, as always. Much appreciated. Okay, let's move on and continue talking about... Oh, it's okay, Nathan. Just check out the video after the stream. Like, no need to go right now. Yeah. Okay. Caitlin in the chat says, is there any fellow Brits here or not? Well, Nathan's British, and yeah, there's a bunch of English people here as well. So yeah, you're not alone. You're not alone. Flashverse says, would you rather watch Daddy Likes the Metal scenes on repeat or Donna Smoke scenes on repeat? I would prefer to watch Donna Smoke scenes. Like, honestly, Daddy Likes the Metal, even though it's a funny meme. Really? Oh, it's just, that was the worst moment. Oh my God. It taints my mind. It taints my mind thinking of Daddy Likes the Metal. Yeah, Matthew is also Welsh. Are you Team Cisco or villain? I'm Team Cisco. Man said Donna Smoke. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so now we've answered some of the super chats. Let's go back and talk about what I loved about Supergirl this week, because we had like a 20-minute sidetrack right there or something. So yeah, I talked about what I didn't like with Jean being out of character. I didn't really like the Silas stuff, and the writing was just off, right? And so the great stuff in this episode, I really like Melissa. Like, every time, because I felt like some of the Team Supergirl stuff, like I said, just felt off in this episode. Every time we went to Melissa, I was like, thank God, like, this is so good. Like, I don't know, she's just such a great actor, and every scene that she had, I was just like fully compelled and like engaged in everything that was happening inside the Phantom Zone. And that's also down to Jason and what they're doing with Zor-El, her meeting her father. I really like those scenes in the Phantom Zone. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the chat right here. Or if you're watching it on playback, let us know what your thoughts are on the Phantom Zone as a whole. And so, yeah, I love the scenes in the Phantom Zone, like Kara being so determined to try and get out of the Phantom Zone. Then you get the kind of big reveal in the episode that the Phantom Zone, due to Crisis, has somehow split into different dimensions. I thought that was a cool twist. Like, it was interesting. I just didn't expect it, and so I like when things happen that I don't expect. So that was a nice twist, and yeah, just the scenes all inside there was awesome, and I can't wait to see more. And I'm really happy that they're going down this Phantom Zone storyline. And there's definitely a lot to break down and talk about, and I really enjoyed talking about it in my review this week. Go check out my Supergirl review if you missed that, or any videos. They're just up on the channel, and so they are going to get out together. That is something that I wrote down on my notes on my other screen. That's how they end the episode, and Zora was like, I'm gonna commit to this because you want to get bad, we're gonna get you out. All right. And so they see the portal, and the portals are definitely gonna come into play somehow. So Kal-El House of El in the chat says, will Kara save her father Zor-El from the Phantom Zone and send him and Allura to the city of Argo? Yeah. Obviously it's possible that could happen. He could go to Argo City if he turns out to be fully good, right? But some of us are speculating that he might be a villain. Like, he might turn out to be a villain because in the comics, in Supergirl Rebirth, Zor-El turns out to be a villain. So there's a possibility, but there is a possibility that he's just good. He's normal Zor-El. The reason why they cast him, the reason why he looks so young, is because the Phantom Zone time doesn't pass. So there's really no worries about that, and I don't know why they're so rushed to try and get Supergirl back when time literally passes so slowly, and they're like, it's out of space and time. It doesn't affect them. And yeah, they're gonna go catch Phantom. I guess they're just gonna like kidnap a Phantom, something like that. I have no idea how they're gonna catch Phantom. But yeah, so that's pretty much what went on, and I enjoyed that stuff. Would you rather watch Amunet Black compilation scenes, Flash First says, or repeat the Clifford DeVoe compilation scenes on repeat? I prefer Clifford DeVoe. I hate the Thinker, but man, Amunet is the worst character on the show. Like, she is so bad. I've said this since day one. Like, she's just a bad character. But yeah, so that's what I liked. I really liked the Phantom Zone stuff in Supergirl this last episode. And then we had Lex in court. John Cryer is great as usual, and I'm very happy that he's sticking around. Yeah, I mean, all the scenes were great. Like, the Lena stuff was actually very good, and I enjoyed every single moment with John Cryer. I mean, I always like his Lex, and I'm actually happy he's sticking around. Like, it's just very nice to know that you've got someone reliable. And like, that's the same feeling that I get when we went to Melissa in the episode. Like, I was like, oh my god, like, this is so good. Like, I could just, just show me Melissa and John Cryer, and we're good. We're good. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the episode. Like, I really enjoyed it, even though there was lots of stuff like what we talked about earlier that I wasn't so hot on. Okay, so let's move over and let's talk about The Flash. So what were your thoughts on The Flash this week? Let me know in the chat. Also, remember, you can send in super chat questions if you want me to answer your question right away. We're going to be going into maybe some would you rathers, so come up with some stuff, send some would you rathers in, and we're going to be going into some of that very soon. So okay, so The Flash. This was a Chester and Cisco heavy episode. They're stuck in the 90s. And it's great fun. It's really great fun. I really liked it. I had a great time. It was probably the most fun I've had with The Flash in a while. Like, it was just a fun episode. And I liked them cutting back to the stuff with Iris and Speed Force Nora. Thought that was very interesting. And I really liked how they left off the episode with Barry's kind of glance. He's like, something is up. Something is up with this version of Nora, but he doesn't quite know. And we don't quite know. So I really like that. But but yeah, so a lot of stuff went on, but most of the stuff is with Cisco and Chester, Team Chesco, and yeah, like just really great scenes. Sorry, I just saw a question from LG in the chat. Ben, I am on season 3 of Supergirl. Should I skip to season 6 after I finish season 3? Yeah, I recommend you just skip to season 6 and catch up. Obviously, Supergirl after episode 7 is going to be going on a 10-week break. So maybe that is the time to catch up on the rest of the episodes. But like for now, I would recommend go to season 6, watch episode 1, then watch episode 2, and then continue, and then obviously rewatch as you can. That's my recommendation. Anyway, going back to The Flash, and yeah, so let me know your thoughts and opinions on this episode, because I really enjoyed it, and that's right, the only Purple Angel. Team Chesco was the best part of the episode. It was. I just love that suit up moment where they like, we gotta dress up, and then the music starts, and you're like, oh damn, I know what's gonna happen, and it happens, and then they dress up all 90s, and it's great fun. Like it was just so much fun, and it's really funny, and the twist with Dion was great. Like he's so funky, and he's like, he comes in and he's like, yo guys, and they're like having like this kind of standoff, and like he's just fun. Like, you know, he feels human to me, and I really liked Dion. I thought he was interesting, and I thought he was like one of the better like kind of villains of the week that we got in a long while, because he was cool. Like he wasn't just here to try and end the world or something. Like he had an actual reason, and he's also going to play like a decent part in this season. So, I mean, it was really nice. Okay, Nathan Bell says, would you rather be blasted into the past or blast into the future? I would rather be blasted into the past. That's just my personal opinion. And the only Purple Angel says, something is definitely off with Nora. So that's a good segue for me to talk about Nora, because yeah, something is definitely off with Speed Force Nora. Like she is the embodiment of the Speed Force. How she showed up recently, she said that she was in a fight with the other forces. We saw that on the ceiling. However, we never actually got to see that fight. And I talked about this in today's video. I highly recommend you go check it out, because I go into proper detail in today's video that just went up after this. Just went up before this, sorry. But we go over that and we talk about what is going on with Speed Force Nora, because there's something definitely up. Like everyone has noticed that. Like, I mean, when I watched the episode the other night and I was like, like that glance that Barry made at the end of the episode, I was like, there is definitely something else going on here. Like, it's not as simple as it seems. And the Flash does this. They so give you these tiny hints, and then they implant ideas in your mind, and you start to question the reality of what you're seeing, right? So that's the feeling that I had at the end of the episode. Thank you very much to Gary, who sends in the 99-cent super chat. Much appreciated as always, Gary. And thanks for sticking around in the whole stream. But yeah, so Speed Force Nora, something's definitely going on. I go into 3 theories I had in today's video. So like I said, go watch that after this. But her lightning colors, it must be noted that she has yellow lightning, red lightning. So yellow lightning is normally just the Speed Force. Red lightning is normally the negative Speed Force. I don't know what they're going to explain that as. Does she have the negative Speed Force? I don't think she does, unless she's Thorn. So that was, I think, Nathan's theory earlier. So yeah, that's pretty good. She has blue lightning, which signifies one of the forces. I kind of forgot which force. And then she also has the other color lightning, but she doesn't have green lightning, and that is because theory time, they couldn't capture Dion. Like Dion escaped at the end of the episode, and so it seems like there is a possibility that when she had that fight, she was the one that started that fight, and maybe she get this, had imprisoned them before, and since she was revived, they got out and she tried to attack them and get their powers again, and maybe she is like absorbing her all their powers, like the Force's powers. Maybe that is what she's doing, and there is a possibility, and that's another theory, that maybe it's not actually the Speed Force, because last episode she talked about her true form being lightning. What happens if her true form is something else? But it seems like they're definitely setting her up to be like maybe the main villain of the first graphic novel. That is my thoughts, because I'm pretty sure the Forces aren't going to be the main villains. Like, they're kind of the main story, but there's something greater going on, and I think this could be something to do with the Speed Force. Like, is a big part of the season is the Speed Force. So Gary sends in a question. He says, what do you think the full schedule will be? So Supergirl isn't going to be ending until October, right? So as Supergirl ends, is going to be around for a long time. That's awesome. So we have DCTV coverage all year round, because, like, you know, The Flash, yes, it's going on a 3-week break from next week onwards. It's going to come back in May. It's going to finish in like July/August time if they don't break. Then you're going to have Supergirl coming back in like August time or sometime around then. I forgot the exact date. I can update you guys in like a proper update video about like the full schedule and stuff. But basically you're going to have Supergirl all year round, because Supergirl is going to be on. You're going to have The Flash now. And even when Supergirl goes on a 7-week break in May, Superman Lois is going to be coming back for 10 weeks. So we're going to have coverage talking about Superman, Lois, The Flash, and Supergirl. If you guys have noticed, I've stuck to the Superman Lois videos because it seems like you guys like them, and you actually really like Superman Lois, because I love the show. So I'm very happy to cover Superman Lois, and I'm going to be doing that. So the full schedule, you're going to have The Flash season 8, you're going to have Batwoman season 3. I think it's very likely to come in the fall. We know Stargirl is coming in the summer, so I don't think Stargirl will still be on. Maybe it is just finishing around October time. I'm not 100%. And I don't think Legends is going to premiere in the fall for its, not this season, but the next season. I think Legends might premiere in January like it normally does. So I'm just going to say, for now, put it in your head, it's going to be Batwoman and The Flash are definitely going to have new seasons, probably by October. But good question, Gary. Ben, I left the tab. Did you say anything on what I said? What are the other seasons important? So in terms of Supergirl, LG, season 4, it doesn't start off that good in my opinion, but it gets very good when Lex gets introduced and you have the Red Daughter scenes. And then it gets very good in the back half. Season 5, it's pretty good. Leviathan is interesting. Lex is definitely the best thing about the season. But yeah, nothing too important. So I would say watch season 3, because season 3 is amazing. Like, it's my favorite season of Supergirl. And then skip forward, and then you can come back and catch up on all the rest. But yeah, so we are heading up to nearly the hour mark. So please be sure to send in your final super chat questions. If you have anything. So we're going to be going through them and anything else that you guys want me to cover. But yeah, so The Flash this week, I really, really enjoyed it. We're gonna be having an episode next week, and then The Flash is going on a 3-week break until the start of May. I believe it's like the 7th or something. I can't be 100% certain. But Legends will be back by the time The Flash comes on. So I don't know, maybe I'll make a Legends video or something, like when the premiere comes out and we see how it does. We'll have to wait and see, but I am behind on Legends, so maybe I should catch up. we'll have to wait and see. But so Legends will be on when the Flash is on in May. Supergirl is going to be off in May, but then Supergirl is going to be back 10 weeks later. Superman Lois is coming back in May. So what we're going to have the Flash and Superman Lois on the same night. You're going to have, I think, Black Lightning and Batwoman. I'm not 100% sure. But you're also going to be having on another night, you're going to be having Legends of Tomorrow coming back. So there is lots of DCTV to go around. And then the Flash is going to be continuing for a while until like July or August or something like that. So yeah, there's a lot of DCTV content. Anyway, so Gary sends in a $1.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Gary. Gary says, do you think the Flash will air on Tuesday in full? Yeah, the Flash is sorry, the Flash has always come out on a Tuesday, and no way they change it, because Tuesday is Flash night. You know, like, you think Tuesday, you think the CW, you think the Flash. Like, no way they put the Flash on another night. But thank you very much for your support, Gary, as per usual, sending in all of your super chats and everything like that. But yeah, just let's go into our would you rathers. So if you have any would you rathers and you want them answered, and you want my opinions, and I want your opinions as well, obviously, please be sure to start sending them in. You can send them in via the super chat, or you can send them in via the chat, and that's how we're going to answer them. So we got our first one here from Ben Flockton. Would you rather Chester stays on Team Flash or Cisco? Well, obviously Cisco is the obvious answer, because I mean, I just love Cisco, and Cisco's been around since the start of the show, so Cisco's the obvious answer. But I have to admit, after this episode and after the recent episodes, I've been really, really liking Chester. Like, no offense to like Allegra or anything, but Chester is so much better. Like, he is cool. Like, he's an actual good member, and he contributes something. So no offense to Allegra and to the actress who plays her. I've kind of forgot her name. But anyway, Chester is like a really cool member right now. So my answer is probably Cisco, but like, if it was compared to like Allegra, I would choose Chester. Ben, also, what force do you like the best? I'm not 100% right now, but I did like the Still Force. Like, that was cool. Janelli, member of the channel, says, would you rather Win or Cisco, or Felicity and Cisco? That's a good one. I would say I would prefer Win and Cisco, or Felicity and Cisco. I'm gonna say Win and Cisco, because I love Win, and Cisco was awesome with him. But Felicity is cool with Cisco as well. And also, just in regards to how to become a member of the channel, because, you know, every once in a while we just remind you guys, if you want to become a member, we do monthly Zoom calls. We started that. We did one recently. Lots of you guys joined it, and it was awesome. And we're going to be doing one at the end of this month as well. So how do you become a member? Let's just quickly do this, and keep on sending in your would you rathers. So all you need to do, this is probably the screen that you're seeing right now. You go to the join button, you click the join button. You can pause this video. It's just me talking. And you can become a member, and you got cool perks, and you get to have like a cool icon next to your name whenever you comment on like any video of mine. And then so people know you're a member, and it's awesome. And then in the chat, you can send in these emojis. If some of the members send in the emojis in the chat right now, you guys can get, you can see that it's pretty cool. But then I think the coolest thing is like the Zoom call, where we just talk about anything. Like, had a really great call recently with our members, like Nathan specifically was awesome. Like, we talked about like so many theories, and it was a really great discussion, and we're going to be doing that again later in the month. So if you want to become a member, this is how you become a member. Click the join button and follow the instructions, and it's as simple as that. But now let's go back to the Would You Rathers before we head to the end of the stream. And Janelli sends in the cool perks. If you are a member, you can check it out in the chat. You can see the cool membership things. Okay, let's go. Everyone is saying Win and Cisco. Did anyone forget about Allegra and Camilla? I haven't forgot about Allegra because she is playing like a decent part this season. And I did rewatch episode 1 the other day, and she played a pretty vital part in that episode. But I just don't think she's that much of a good character, in my opinion. Camilla, I totally forgot about her. Like, I forgot she's like technically part of Team Flash. I think she showed up at like one point this season, like in episode 2 or something, and she fell to the ground inside the Mirrorverse. But she's been pretty much absent since then, so yeah, kind of forgot. Oliver and Barry or Kara and Barry? Jesus Christ, that is a hard one. But I'm sorry to murder you guys, and I'm sorry to murder Flashverse specifically, but I'm going to go Kara and Barry. They are my favorite duo in the Arrowverse. But then my second favorite duo is Oliver and Barry. So, I mean, there's not saying much, but yeah, I guess I just got to go Kara and Barry. They are my favorite. And I really am rooting for like a final crossover. Would you rather watch Supergirl or The Flash for the rest of your life? I would say overall I would watch The Flash over Supergirl for the rest of my life. I just slightly prefer The Flash. Supergirl is great. Season 1, 2, and 3 are some of my favorite Arrowverse seasons ever. They are awesome. But then season 4 is a mixed bag, and then season 5 is like pretty average. So I'm gonna say The Flash, even though season 4 of The Flash was bad. Season 1, 2, and 3 were just excellent. Like, oh my god, thinking of season 2 and like the episodes in season 3 and episodes in season 1, I'm like, I could watch those ones forever. So yeah, keep on sending in your would you rather questions, and yeah, if you got any final super chat questions that you really want me to answer, please be sure to do that right now. Would you rather have Speed Force in a lot of episodes in The Flash or not? Yeah, I mean, I like the Speed Force, so yeah. Flash first is freaking out. He's trying to cancel me in the chat for saying Kara and Barry over Barry and Oliver. But yeah, I love Oliver. Like, he's so cool. I watched the pilot again for the Arrow the other day, and man, I just love that show. Okay. Would you rather Kara and William to be together? I would rather not, but at the same time, I'm not opposed to it, I guess. Like, sure, whatever they want to go for, we'll see if it's good. Would you rather be stuck in the Phantom Zone or the Speed Force? I think I would be rather stuck in the Speed Force. It looks less it looks less bad. I don't want the Phantoms going all over me. Which force would you want to connect to? I would want to connect to the Speed Force. I guess that's the easy answer, but it's true. Would you rather Bebo or Bebo? I would rather Bebo. That's what I want. I want Bebo. Would you rather be the Flash or Vibe? I want to be the Flash. I want to be able to run around the city. Run around the whole world, like run on freaking water. Cool. If you could have an Arrow villain back, who would it be? Prometheus. He is definitely my favorite. So yeah, definitely Prometheus for me. Would you rather ship Supercorp or Caramel? Caramel, for sure. Like, Supercorp, I'm not opposed to it, but like, I don't think it's happening. And like, I really like Caramel now, and that was an actual thing. So Caramel is like my favorite kind of ship. And funnily enough, I wrote my essay the other day, and I was talking about like West Allen. So I was writing an essay for my TV module in my film course at university, and I was writing about West Allen, and I wrote about Snowberry as well. So I just thought I would mention that to you guys in case you're interested. Some edgy opinions right there, written down and sent into university. Academic writing about chips on the Flash. Awesome. Also, I mentioned Elicity, I think. Would you rather go to the future and meet the Legion? I mean, yeah. I would like to meet the Legion. That would be cool. Would you rather like Supergirl evil in this season or not? I mean, it's always interesting to see like alternate versions of characters. So yeah, like why not? Awesome. Hey Zubia. Sorry if I said that. If I said your name wrong. Would you rather have Maggie come back or Cat Grant come back? Well, we have young Cat this season, so I'm gonna say Maggie because I really like Maggie and I kind of miss her. She was great for Alex. Would you rather Supergirl season 4 or The Flash season 4? Oh my god. They were bad, like, but then I guess I gotta go Supergirl season 4 because Lex came in and Lex was awesome, and like I enjoyed the Red Daughter stuff. So, but then the Think was just so bad on the Flash. Nathan Bell sends in a good question. Oops. What color lightning would you want if you were Speedster? I would want purple lightning or like blue lightning or something. Like they're cool. They look cool. Spend a day with Batman or Superman. Probably Superman, even though Batman's like one of my favorite heroes. Because I think Superman will be nicer. And Batman would probably beat me up. Would you rather want to be Alex or Kara? Kara, because you get superpowers, right? Snowberry or West Allen? Well, West Allen's the thing, so West Allen. Would you rather have Kara die or cancel the Flash? I prefer Kara to die than cancel the Flash. I don't want the Flash cancelled. Would you rather Vibe or kill Frost? Would you rather be Vibe or Frost? Well, I think Frost has cooler powers, so I'm going to say Frost. Damn Flash first, that's right. But yeah, okay, so they were some really good Would You Rathers. It was a really good stream, just me and you guys talking, and thank you for all of you guys who were sending in questions all this time and everything. We're going to answer like one or two more final questions, so if you have anything you want to send in before we end the stream, please be sure to do it right now. Get going. Got a few more minutes, and then we're going to wrap the stream up because it's getting pretty late. Like it's like 11:30. I know I started a bit later today, but that couldn't be helped. But remember, guys, all of you who are watching right now, all 60 of you currently, please be sure to check out my video that went up earlier today on the Flash's new trailer. We went over theories to do with the Speed Force and what's going on. Okay, so let's answer just like a few final things. So other Speed Forces in previous seasons have had different lightning colors. Since Light is made of 7 colors, so maybe she always had these forces as its part. Yeah, I mean that makes sense, and it's very possible that she hasn't taken over the other forces, and like that's kind of what's going on. That's definitely a possibility, but I just think it's very convenient that she doesn't have the green lightning, and the Steel Force escaped last episode, and he's the green lightning. So I think something greater might be going on, because otherwise, if she had all the colors of the lightning, she would have the green lightning, right? Well, thank you very much for tuning in the whole time, Janelli. As always, it's a pleasure, and thank you for being a member and always supporting the channel. Much appreciated, Janelli, and everyone else. What do you think will happen next graphic novel, which is episode 12? Well, I think they're definitely going to set up like what is to come. Like we know Bart Allen is coming in the penultimate episode of the season, so it definitely seems like they're setting up some future storylines. I'm curious to see how Godspeed plays into all of this. I feel like Godspeed's going to come in the back half of the season, and I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, we got a final super chat from Louise here, $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much for your consistent support throughout this whole stream, Louise. Much appreciated. And he says, not a question, but love and support you. Thank you very much, Louise, once again. Side note, please watch Doom Patrol. You will be hooked. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch it. It looks really good. I like the clips. I like the trailers and everything. So I will go off your recommendation, Louise, and I'm going to watch it. Okay, I will catch up. So thank you very much. And we got Arava Scenes and PM Productions coming in as we're ending the stream. Shame, but playback should be up like pretty soon after this. So we went over a lot of stuff to do with Supergirl and the Flash in the stream. Just going over my extended thoughts on the episodes. And everyone, Arava Scenes, you're lying. Paigey said this earlier. There is nothing in the background like that, okay? Like, go look around. Nothing there. Yeah, the stream's going to be ending in a minute. That's why we're just saying our final things. There is no one here. There is no one here, Sarah. Stop fucking with me, okay? All right. I'm gonna go get some sleep and catch you guys later. Go check out my recent videos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure maybe John Boyega was in my room. I don't know, but yeah, we'll catch you guys later. And goodbye.